This actually isn't something I've shown before, but this is my run to Rivendell mile tally. When I first started running a few years ago, I decided I made the lofty decision to try to run to Rivendell by the end of October. And I had started the tally in about May or June. So that's 458 miles for someone who has never run a day in their life to try to do in like 6 months. Yeah, that obviously didn't happen, but I'm still keeping tally. I'm actually further than this. I don't know how much further, because there are a lot of times where I would go for quick runs, or I'd go for a run a mile or so at the gym and just forget to mark down where I am. But it shows all the landmarks: leaving Bag End, Tucklin, Crickhollow, Tom Bombadil's house, Bree, just past Weathertop. I'm on my way to the Stone Trolls, and yeah, I'm only marking miles that I run, no walking miles. So I probably already got to Rivendell by now if I'm gonna log walking miles. I do count workouts that are intervals, so because pretty much every run is partially an interval for me. But yeah, this is how far I am. I've got 255.5 miles down. I have 205 200.15 miles left to go until I get to Rivendell. If you don't know where Rivendell is, it is a elf city town in the Lord of the Rings story from the very first book. And this follows just the travels of Bilbo Baggins as he goes from Bag End to Rivendell to bring the ring to the elves. So that is my nerdy motivation. I have 2 pens because I like to differentiate between runs. That way I know how far each segment was. So that was a pretty good run. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miles I did that day. Go me. Some are really short, like that one is 1.5 miles. I included a half mile, so today was 3.5 miles. I got my little 0.5 there, so I can add it onto the tally on the next one. And yeah, that is not one big long run I did, but I started tallying in a notebook, and then when I finally made the little chart, I put it all in as one big lump, and then started alternating to record various runs and how long they were. So each square is 1 mile, and then each line is 25 miles except for the last 7. Afternoon. I'm all off work now, and I decided to take a quick walk because I have half an hour before my daughter gets home from school, and I can't get to the gym today, and I don't think I'm going to get in a home workout today because of errands and stuff around the house that I got to do. So yeah, just going to get in a good walk. Walking still counts. All right, I'll finish my walk. So it wasn't very long. It was only like 20 minutes, but I was just kind of doing it to top up my steps for my Fitbit. And also, I made a decision and finally got a new Fitbit. The Fitbit's website was having a 25% off Valentine's sale. So I jumped over there and I kind of looked at the different models, and I know I wanted the Charge 2, but I changed my mind because it just costs too much money. I can't really justify that right now, but at the same time, like, what I really want is the hourly movement reminder, which I really like, and that's on some of the lower models. So I got an Alta. I can't remember if it's an Alta 2 or just an Alta. Either way, it's a bracelet one, but it has a screen like I like. It'll show the time, your steps, your distance, and all that other jazz. But it also has hourly movement reminders where it's supposed to vibrate every once in a while if you've been inactive too long, and remind you to try to earn at least 250 steps an hour. It'll also track your sleep, which I'm really interested in because there's some nights where I feel really rested, and other nights where I don't, and I know that I've woken up a couple times, but I don't know like how many times I've woken up or how long I've been awake. And sometimes I know why I'm tired, and other times I don't know. And it'll tell you like when you've been really restless and whatnot. And then hopefully I can use that to try to track like what was I doing the day before that might have caused me to be so restless. So yeah, I'm just a big fan of info and tracking info and using that information to like make changes and come to conclusions and everything. I love all that nerd stuff. Which is why I run like a nerd with my run to Rivendell stuff. So yeah, I love all information. I'm very particular about a lot of different things. That's why it took me so long to finally like come to a conclusion of which Fitbit I was going to buy, because it costs much. I also have a nickel allergy, and the Charge 2 has a heart monitor plate. And I know that the heart monitor on all these things are they're not the most accurate. They're nice and gimmicky. And while I like gimmicky stuff, I also don't like redundant things and useless things. So yeah, in the end, I went with, I believe it's the Alta. And I'm happy with that. And that hopefully should come in next week. Yeah, looking forward to getting that and getting a whole new slew of data to use in my everyday life. So I am going to get to my long chore list for the day, because I got a lot to do around the house, and my daughter is missing every pair of her mitts, minus like one hand from random sets, which I can't even put together because they're the same hand. So I'm going to get on that. Hope everybody's having a good day. Bye. Kiddo wanted to come to the park, so here we are. It's still pretty warm outside, and I decided that instead of, just standing around and watching, I'm going to march in the snow. It's really thick. There's a really big crust in the snow, so it makes walking through the snow a lot more difficult than if it was just like powdered snow, because you have to watch your step as your foot sinks through the top layer. So yeah, that's a mini workout in itself, is just marching through the snow in circles while she plays.
Hey guys, so I'm getting ready for bed, and getting ready for bed I get to take all the wonderful drugs that the doctor prescribed me. So ginger ale, not wine. I'm just really classy. Because ginger ale has magical healing powers. Yuck. So I have cough syrup because I have bronchitis on top of the flu. So that made my flu last longer. So antibiotic. Yay. But I'm actually still really not feeling good. I went to work today because bubbles. Because in my mind, I have drugs to make me feel better now, so I should at least try to go to work. And I got shamed for going to work because, well, you're gonna get everybody else sick. No, I'm not contagious. Bronchitis is not contagious. Dirt. So, yeah, this is what I gotta take every 8 hours. It's not a good time. I know I have to take this really strong nose spray, and I hate it, and I don't know if I'm going to do that on camera or not. I don't. I ended up taking 3 days off of work because I was so sick, and so now I'm, I don't have to work for another 4 days, but I don't know how much I'm gonna get done. My lungs really hurt. I'm actually contemplating going back to the doctor because my lungs hurt so bad. But I mean, I have a really high pain tolerance, so for anybody, they could be like, oh, it hurts so bad, but I'm like, meh. One time I was having such bad back pain, I went to the chiropractor. That looks like gray hair. I once went to the chiropractor because my back hurts so bad. Like, I couldn't work out, I could barely walk, I could barely pick up my kid, I couldn't do anything, and he told me that my hips were so out of line that they were almost dislocated. Excuse me. And, he's like, I don't know how you're walking, I don't know how you're working, I don't know how you're picking up your kid. And I'm like, you do what you gotta do. So, yeah. I don't think that my lungs should hurt. I don't think that's a good thing. But we'll see. So I'm gonna go and put this really gross stuff up my nose. And I'm not gonna do it on camera because, as funny as it would be for you people, it would not be funny for me. So, sorry, but I'm gonna do this in private. I'm gonna try to do an update soon. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything. I might go walking at the rink one day. I'm not sure though. I know I can't do anything physically exerting because if my lungs are hurting and I'm just standing here, I can only imagine how I'm gonna feel if I actually end up, exerting myself, and that I might actually die. So I'll try and talk to you guys later. Bye.
Alright, it is another super warm day. So I went running on, what was it? Tuesday? I think I went running on Tuesday. Yesterday was Wednesday. So I did a walk and then obviously the little park workout. And today's Thursday and it's warm again. So I figured I'd go for a quick run since I have a bit of time. Today I'm wearing a scarf instead of a hoodie. My little scarf. I love it. And yeah, I have about 45 minutes to an hour-ish. I don't want to use that whole time because I want to leave enough time to like shower and whatnot. So either way, I'm going to get out, have fun, and get a run. Alright, I'm home. I'm all finished my run. Now I got to remember to stretch because I didn't stretch the last time I went running and my calves were really tight and kind of sore the next day. They're still a little tight. And so yeah, I'm going to make sure I stretch really well today. Stretching is important, kids. Never forget to stretch. We're at the park again because it's still a warm day. It's a little windy, but whatever. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do any like park workouts today. I'm just going to count our walk as like a mini workout. Otherwise, just gonna relax today. I got my new Fitbit today. It wasn't supposed to come in till Monday, so I'm kind of stoked. really annoyed that I'm having a lot of like technical difficulties syncing it up to anything. Like I tried syncing it up to my phone and they just wouldn't communicate. Like my phone has paired up with it and then it's like, no, we can't see it. Where'd it go? What are you talking about? And then fine, I hooked it up to my computer and my computer's like, yeah, we found your tracker. Put in this code that will appear on its screen and then nothing happens. So I'm really frustrated. So yeah, this is where I'm going to leave y'all. If you like this weird little video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more from Marsha and I. Hopefully she starts feeling better really soon, because I know I had bronchitis last year and that just sucked. It was terrible. So yeah, positive thoughts out to Marsha. Thank you everybody for watching and I hope you have a good day. Bye.